Hey, how are you doing today?
Not so good. My dog died last night.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should focus on just being really grateful that you ever even had a dog, and then you'll feel better. That's what I would do.
Uh-huh.
Joy Jams, Joy Jams, tips and tunes to satisfy your soul.
Hello!
My name is Melissa.
And my name is Z.
One of the things you'll hear us talking about regularly is that if you are feeling toxic badness emotionally, you're believing a lie.
Yep.
But there is one really good exception to this rule.
There is.
Which is grief. Grief is like its own little island.
Yeah, and if we try to talk ourselves or other people out of their grief, this can be problematic.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Not so good. My dog died last night.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should focus on just being really grateful that you ever even had a dog, and then you'll feel better. That's what I would do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, not so much. So, one of the best ways to move through the grief process is to simply allow all of our feelings, all of them. Now, a lot of you probably already know about the 5 stages of grief. There's denial, this is not happening. Bargaining, if I only do something differently, then this won't be happening. Anger, I can't believe this is happening. Depression, this is happening. And acceptance, this is happening, right? And it's not quite that cut and dry. There are tons of different emotions associated with grief, and all of them are important and valid and need to be felt.
Yes. And we don't go through those stages in a linear, tidy fashion.
Correct.
Actually, unlike every other kind of transformation or healing, which is kind of tends to be more linear, grief is just all over the place. Grief is messy.
Yeah.
It's messy in every way, and when we allow it to be messy, it can be actually a beautiful thing. And it's important to remember, and this can be tricky in a relationship,
Yes.
when you both lost someone or something, is that we all grieve differently, and if we can honor other people's way of grieving, we will be happier, they will be happier. It's a much better thing.
Yeah.
And if we allow ourselves the feelings and others, but I'm just, in order to get through it, I'm focusing on that by saying when we allow ourselves to fully feel all of those feelings and all the other messy feelings in all of their messy, disorganized way, it can be kind of sweet sometimes.
Yeah.
It can be a beautiful thing, even though we don't necessarily like say, ooh, give me a lot more.
Yeah.
But a beautiful thing in that it seems to me, in my experience of grief, that the deepest grief I have felt has been for the deepest lost, because there was the greatest love.
Right. Yeah. Also, we're always grieving, right? If we are embracing change and life in general, then we're always letting go of something. And the more that we can actually embrace the grieving process, including allowing ourselves to feel all of the messy and sometimes contradictory feelings that come along with grief, the more that we can actually let go of things when it's time to let go of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's so good. And honoring the grieving and allowing ourselves to deeply feel whatever it is that's happening in that moment, we are honoring the love lost, or the experience lost, the person lost, the pet lost, whatever the shift, the job, whatever it is we're grieving. We are honoring the good that we are grieving, and that by honoring the grieving process, we are allowing the love to live on after whatever we've let go of.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And it's not simple.
No.
Grief is its own little island.
Yeah, it is.
So wherever you are, in your process of grieving, we send you love and blessings.
Yeah.
Darkness comes, leaves you alone. Can you go on with this ache inside? Still in this pain, is love's sacred healing. Let it pull you through. There is another side, and the love goes on. Even when you're lost, it's never gone. Let it wrap you in its arms, carry you along. It's where your heart belongs, what you can depend upon. The love goes on. It's where your heart belongs, and what you can depend upon. The love goes
If you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And if you want to see more content like this, please support us on Patreon. The link is in the description below.
Thank you. We love you.
See you next time.